Where my girls at?
Taking the spicy red deep and lock in.
Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while the beat keep knocking.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the ladies show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls This is the Lady Guru Show.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? You are now watching and listening to the Lady Guru Show. What's going on, Guru?
Excited.
Yeah, we are coming in hot.
From the streets to the office cubicles, there's only one radio station that's always keeping underground artists in heavy rotation. Underground Hitters Radio.
Guru, social media recently published pictures of Chris Brown, who threw a birthday party for his youngest of two. In the picture was his second BM, which is baby mom as well. The picture sparked a big debate inside comments among black girls. Just to read some of the comments, they said, one comment read, "I would like it, but he doesn't like black women, so I'm going to pass on this." Another one read, "I'm just glad he didn't make a black woman a single mother." Another one, he would make
This is a
prettier
funny
kids with a black girl or mixed with a black at least. Another woman wrote, "As long as you light skinned." Another wrote, "He got a type." One user said,
She's right.
I agree with that one. You do
One user said, "As long as they ain't black." One wrote something to the effect of, "I don't understand these black men who make babies outside of their race. Why not give a black girl a good life?"
What?
What? I don't know who that.
Gurus,
Why would you write this?
Gurus, do you think black celebrities like Diddy, Nick Cannon, and Chris Brown have a type?
I don't want to include Diddy in that. I'm sorry, because Diddy has dated all different type of flavors.
Yeah.
You know? So he has brown skin, look at his baby mom and stuff. So I don't want to include Diddy in that one.
That's
He's
why
very...
because of the
What's his
Love.
latest daughter, Love? Was
Yeah,
she?
yeah. Mixed.
She's
She's
mixed.
mixed.
Yeah, but
Even
But-
if
but
you
he-
like
but-
what you like,
Yeah.
what is the problem?
Preference. What is wrong with that?
There are certain races. I know Hispanics are like this as well too, and also like the black community and all that stuff. Sometimes they just want to date within their race, and for me, like it's certain people. I mean, you like who you like, but don't bash somebody.
That's
like who
what
they
I'm
like,
saying.
And that's
Don't
what's
be
wrong.
mean.
Yeah.
Don't
But you
be
know
mean.
what?
That's what's
It's
messed
not
up.
even
If a
just
dark skin
black
girl want to come in your
and-
section, let her come.
Yeah.
Right,
like-
but it's not just black and Hispanic or whatever.
It's everything.
Like every, like I don't.
Asians,
Can I
everything.
think
It's
of a
everything.
race that's actually not about dating within their community? Asians
That's it.
stick with Asians.
no, not all.
Where's preference? I had a
Well,
friend.
I'm
I had a
talking
friend that was
generally.
Haitian, and she married, I think, an Italian man, but she wanted to adopt a Mexican baby. She was obsessed with Mexican
Why?
babies. I don't know. She just thought they were adorable. I don't know. I'm obsessed with Asian
But
babies.
the thing
I
is,
ain't gonna lie.
like, the only thing that for my family, right? I have met people that were like, "Oh, why Dominicans should date a English person, a white person." And mind you, one of my brothers is married to an English woman. So my nephews, they have 3 kids. But all my nephews are white, blue eyes. Some of them have white, curly hair, blonde hair, and they're all like, they don't look anything like how I look like. And when I get comments like that, when I hear comments like that, it affects me because I'm like, yo, I have a nephew, I have someone in my blood that's, mixed. And I think it's beautiful. What's so wrong with that? You love who you love. It's
Yes.
a family. Why are you trying to cut that?
You know what it is? Back in the day, the old school, that's how they were.
Yeah.
You know, like the old school Latinas, the old school, African Americans, the old school Italians, the old school, Jewish people. All of them were like, oh, you got to date within your race. We are
What about wait,
2023.
Like, get over it.
What are we saying? Like,
I think like
people can't
can
have their
like-
own taste in who they like.
That's what I'm saying.
What color
Let
they
me
like?
start some stuff though. Let
Like,
me
what
start.
All right, go
color?
ahead now.
Why does
Stop,
color
Lizzie.
matter to anybody?
doesn't matter
let me
who
be
you
the
like.
devil's advocate right
All
now
right.
for everybody
The
out there.
devil's
That's-
advocate.
Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called?
yeah.
I don't know.
What's up?
Let's
Not
see
the
what he
devil's
gonna
So
say.
advocate.
I got a lot to say about this. What you
Let's
what,
see
what,
what
See
what,
what
what,
he's
what?
throwing at us.
Anyway, long story short, is there something to the fact that why all of these girls in the comments are throwing this out
The
there?
colorism.
Yeah, like why?
People
why
are
did
just
they?
gonna
do that?
hate. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
The
Like
reason-
when it comes to social media, it don't matter what you put
No,
up.
it came from somewhere. What happened was that a lot of the times I'm just going by ear. I ain't never been to LA. I don't know nothing about that, but I'm just going by what I hear. And what I hear is in the LA scene, you got to look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't look a certain way, you can't even get in the club.
Okay.
Okay, LA.
Okay,
But that's true. That's
like
true.
no,
That's
like
true.
for
That's
real,
true.
like
No,
you
no, that's
can't
for
even
real.
What does
get
that
in
have
the.
to do with? Wait, because I don't understand the question. The question is the people, the women who commented on this.
Right? No,
What
I'm
the
getting
actual
there.
question
I'm
They're
getting there.
African American, right? They
These
were all
are African American
I would
women.
assume.
These are African American
Yeah,
women
yeah,
that
yeah.
have a
All right, so
problem
let's say-
with why
let's say-
these
So go ahead.
successful
Right, let's
black
say
men.
you got your mixture right here,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh yeah, okay, we're all like, okay, we just want to have a good time. Chris Brown gonna be in the club, and we want to just have a good time. So we go to the door now, just trying to get in. No, you can't get in. Why we can't get in? Or they say, oh, you and you can come, but the
Yes.
rest of you guys can't come.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because she big as hell, but you're not gonna say that. Or she's skinny as hell, or she got a flat booty, or she got a big forehead, or who knows?
So wait,
But what about the
what is it
generality?
that-
Chris Brown at the door, or is it the bouncers?
It's the bouncers, but they're going by,
By what they're
they already the aesthetic.
Right, but what about
You feel what I'm
outside of
saying? They're going by
LA?
the aesthetic of the club.
What about
and
outside
our
of
club
LA
bring
though?
hot girls. You're not hot. Get the f- away from my
in,
door.
Yeah, in the
Is-
state.
I'm sorry, but I have a biracial child, okay, and I'm an African American woman, so like I feel really strongly about this. What about outside of LA? What about black men in general that are successful, that choose to be with
White women?
that are outside of their race? I think that's more of where the issue, quote unquote, lies with where these women made these comments at.
But then they're causing the issue.
Well, from
That's
what I
their
get,
preference.
but from what I get from it, he not letting them in the section. That's what I gathered from it.
Now,
You're
who
trying to
told
get into the
him to
club, you
do that?
can't get. I don't know.
He
Basically, he's the one that's looking and saying, no, you can't come in the section. Or he's telling the bouncer, like the bouncer's like, yo, these girls will come in.
But what
He'll
about
look and
Nick
see what they look like.
Cannon?
Nah.
So we're just talking about Chris Brown right now.
I
But
know,
what about
y'all
Nick
confusing
Cannon?
me.
What about who else
But that's
were we
the part.
talking about?
That's the topic. Chris
We
Brown.
said Diddy. in here.
Diddy.
about a lot of
These are other
celebrities.
men that are from
Basketball
New York or
players,
whatever.
I guess.
Anybody, any
They
black
want
man that's
exotic.
successful that dates outside of their race. It is a thing
That-
for
yeah,
black
they want
women to
exotic.
have a problem with that.
And why though?
That's the
we are-
question.
And this is where I come in and I say, and you had asked this question before, like why are they saying this stuff, right? Like, to me, if it's only African American women saying it, now if the vice versa, if the shoe was on the other foot, we would call that discrimination.
Because there is a difference.
Well, how?
There is a difference.
How?
Because the
You're
black.
discriminated against my light skin because your brother wants me.
But it's just
no,
different,
it's.
though.
I think it's a little bit more to it too, because
Why?
from the black woman, you're always gonna get the angry black woman.
Why,
From
though?
the exotic woman, you're always gonna get the submissive.
So wait, there's no black
I'll rub
exotic
your
women?
feet. I'll cook for you. I'll do this for you.
But it's not
a
that
man's-
simple.
It's a man's
Wait, wait, wait,
preference.
wait.
It's a man's preference. I've heard black men
Is there a? I know
say
there's
that,
black
oh,
exotic
I've
women.
known black men who they won't date, dark skin. They won't date black women.
Okay, now.
And they said it. They said it
I've
all
heard it
because,
too.
black women like to argue. They
Yeah.
yell. They're
Mhm. Yeah.
controlling. They
So,
this,
yeah.
they
Yep.
that.
That's why they're
and
not
a
being
lot of them is
chosen.
their excuse.
Well, that's
their
the
excuse.
quote
They're-
unquote, right? The
Yeah.
quote unquote, the
And
excuse.
that's why they'll go to that race.
Exactly.
So there's no black exotic women.
They
of
are.
course there are.
Yeah,
But it's not that
that's a
simple.
made-up
It's not
word.
that
Right.
No,
simple.
but that's what I'm saying. No, like
And when you say black, what do you mean by exotic?
because she said there's
The exotic women meaning
Yeah.
like you're
You're
different
from a
race.
different,
Yeah.
You're a different race. Like say a black woman
You're Brazilian.
So then-
you're
so
from,
then no.
you know,
a black
right.
woman from
So
even
African
London.
American women
Right.
are having a problem with this. So is there an exotic African American woman? Not really.
No.
But your ancestors were
You're
probably
African-American,
your
so you would never be
ancestors were
exotic.
probably
Why not?
raped by
Unless you get your
your
body
slave
done or something.
owners, and you might be a little light skinned.
I don't know.
And that's the exotic
I see
of that.
beautiful African women.
Yeah, but that's your perception.
That's your
What is
perception.
exotic,
We're talking about
though?
That's your
African-
perception, not a
African-
man's perception.
American women are not considered. They're not considered
Exotic?
Exotic.
They're
What's
not.
exotic?
They're not.
Do you think?
You know,
a
matter of
dark-skinned
fact,
girl.
you know when
what?
a
Like,
black girl is
exotic
exotic? I'm
is
gonna
me
tell you a
putting
black
some
exotic
lingerie
girl.
on.
Model. Where's she from? Iman? Where's Iman from?
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna tell you a
Iman.
black exotic girl, the African women,
Right.
the Nigerian
The
women,
Nigerian,
the women
yes.
that come from Ghana, that come from Lagos and stuff
Egyptians
like
and
that.
Lagos,
Those
yeah.
are black exotic women.
I'm gonna
if you
throw
want to get
something out
technical.
there.
Okay. I just
It
wanted
is.
to know.
No,
'cause
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
understand
like,
that. I don't understand
looking
the
from
exotic
the
and the
eyes
non-exotic.
outside in. Remember, from us, we don't care. Everybody is beautiful. Da 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 da. We love the world. Kumbaya.
Well, I don't love the world.
I mean, but you know,
Because I won't date Latin men.
from a man's
my-
perspective,
that is
you even
my
got
prerogative.
passport bros out here. You got dudes that's getting passports just to fly out and get these exotic women, bro. Like
Yes.
it's serious
So why
out
don't they go
here.
to Brazil?
They are.
Could I say
Oh,
something?
okay.
No.
They're getting a
One of my
passport and they're flying
photographers
out.
goes to Brazil.
So
Could I
maybe
say
we should
something?
go to
Go
Brazil.
ahead.
I think we got off
No,
the
it's too
topic.
many
I'm sorry.
I think we got off the topic.
Could it be? I'm just gonna throw the question out there. Could it be how quote unquote black men were raised in school? Like in
In
other
school
words,
or at home,
At home,
Lizzie?
yeah, because
No,
starts at home.
I mean,
Starts at home.
at home you may have a sister. At home you may have a sister who's black. You have maybe 2-3 sisters who's black. You used to them. You know what I'm saying? You go to school.
Okay.
You
Okay.
go to
I
grade
think I understand
school.
what he's saying.
You go to grade school and then you start seeing all these different type of women. So
But what are you only supposed to see one race?
I don't know.
No,
Well,
but
it's
he's
just
saying
this,
that he's seeing a variety.
Oh, I can say this coming from how I grew up. I went to a school where it was majority was dominantly white. So me going in, I was like more the exotic one. Oh, you have curly hair. Oh, you're brown skin. Oh, you this. You're Dominican. What?
So wait,
So-
white women are not exotic?
No, it's just like
No?
I was in that
hell?
in that
I'm
town.
confused.
No, in that town
No.
I was the exotic one because I wasn't
He wasn't white.
I wasn't
Right.
Like
Whereas
Okay,
if
now
there
I
was a
stand
white
out.
woman that
She
grew up in
stands
the
out.
black
She
community,
stands
she would
out.
be exotic.
In the white community, she would stand out. Even in the black
I'm
community,
exotic.
she
If
would
I were-
stand
if I were
out.
to go,
We're considered exotic. Like I'm considered exotic because I'm from Guatemala.
Right.
You know, and my skin color. So I'm
Different.
considered.
So
I'm different.
different.
I'm from America. Am I considered exotic?
I cannot with you.
Because I'm Puerto Rican. It's an island.
You're New Yorican.
Not in New York necessarily, but if you go maybe to like Idaho, Minnesota, something
Yeah,
like
it's
that, you
different.
will be
Yes.
exotic.
You will
I
be
know,
exotic.
Minnesota. Why would I go there?
Down south.
but that's what I'm
you'll be
saying. Like
exotic.
majority of
Exactly.
it, you don't see like a lot of your culture down there. So you going over there,
Right.
They don't
You're
have
different.
culture.
yeah.
Oh, they don't have culture? Gee, there's a state with no culture?
Generally,
Yes.
generally, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't
What
know.
about the states that have like 1,000 people population?
Listen, that's where Shorty the cop was at.
Yeah.
Ain't no way,
There was
child.
no criminal activity going on in that town.
Huge.
Ain't no way.
I think all of them.
That's
They
where the
were,
Chrisleys
right?
got locked up.
Listen, they doing some time now.
Need a match for those shoes? Go to the people of Lotto University, where the culture is first. Jeans, hats, pants, sweatshirts, sweatpants. Ladies, you need those shoes. They are located at Roosevelt Field Mall and Green Acres Mall. That's 630 Old Country Road, Garden City, New York. 11530. And at 2034 Green Acres Road, Sunrise Highway, Valley Stream, New York, 11581. Yeah, get to it. Yeah, put the culture first.
The U.S. is looking to stop the Chinese government-owned app TikTok due to the Chinese government's constant tries of stealing U.S. intellectual property. The U.S. intelligence agency are suspicious that the Chinese government could spy or steal users' information for their own interests. Digital watchers say TikTok may be in business in the out of business in the next 5 years in free democracy. Could I say that word? Democracy, industrialized countries.
I don't know, but this generation gonna go crazy if they lose TikTok. They might do a march and stuff.
I know. I want to march
Protest
right with
and
them
a
too.
protest.
Okay.
If they lose their TikTok.
A lot of people are making a lot of income on TikTok.
That's why I said I'm gonna march right with them. Cause listen, I'm trying to get my coin too. Okay.
But you know what though? This is only on government platforms. So meaning if you're at a government-owned university, a government-owned, and they haven't taken it this far yet, but a government-owned facility, government-owned Wi-Fi, where there's...
Just government and city jobs, basically.
Right.
You cannot be on TikTok.
Right.
Especially on their devices. Even colleges. If they
Right.
give you
Yeah,
a
computer.
device, you cannot go...
Scroll in the web.
Yeah, on certain campuses, TikTok is not allowed.
I think in Texas they banned TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, a university, Austin University, it's Austin, Texas University, they did ban it, and some other colleges are following through with that. But because of the research that's done at universities, government feels like, not even feels like I mean, I don't know, because I don't want to get into politics like that, but we do have controversy with China, and you know, there's differences there, and as far as them trying to take our research, that is at risk when you're at those type of institutes that are government owned.
You know what I'd like to know? One of the reasons why we're in this kerfluffle is because
Kerfuffle?
I like that word.
Wait, what does that
Kerfuffle?
mean?
kerfluffle.
Kerfuffle?
So the reason why we're in this is because, for one, why is it that people look to China or go to China for their goods, and it's cheaper there? There should be a way in the United States where people that's buying in bulk, it should be a cheaper. I mean, it's out of
Wait,
control.
where are you going with this?
Yeah, because if you're going into that, where are we getting our eggs from that at $10 to $13 a dozen?
Listen, don't get me started now.
It's a buy and sell issue.
Wait,
Cereal for $10.
We're talking about
$8.99.
intellectual information, right? Through government-owned establishments, colleges, state hospitals. I just want to know, does the United States realize that China knows more than us? Like, we should be on TikTok trying to get their info.
I don't know if
Their
China
thing.
knows more than us.
Oh my
I don't
God,
know
there's
if
so much
Listen,
more
they're
advanced
ahead
than
of us right now
They
because
are
of the simple
probably
fact
doing
of
the same
the
thing
banks
today.
have no money, right?
They are
But they
so
already
advanced.
have the thing that they're trying to implement here. They already got it going there called WeChat.
It's
Right, but you know
it's
what,
so
though?
more advanced than the United States.
Like
Very.
their money is already controlled.
technology-
We're the slowest.
But
The
do you
United
But
States.
do you understand? Like, we're a democracy, and they are. Are they communists?
No,
They're communist-
not anymore.
They are.
They're
They're
communist
kind
government.
of, but
It
they're
is
still.
completely different. It's completely different.
You know what it
Even,
is? The difference is that when you say communist, that means the government owns everything.
Yeah, the government doesn't own everything in China.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was about to
They
say, yeah,
really
they do.
don't.
And as far as
do. That
why
most
they're
things in
late,
China,
why we
too.
can go
We own
to
stuff in
China
China.
and get things for cheap is because there's
I don't know about that.
100 billion trillion people that are in China, and their labor costs are extremely low. So therefore, we in the United States, as business people and as big businesses go across seas to seek that labor because it's cheaper for the business.
Right.
If we have to hire people in America, we have to pay more.
Right.
Okay, so that's
why
is
they
that our
do
problem? Is it a problem? That's capitalism, right? We're democracy.
that's
We are
capitalism.
capitalists, and that's what certain
Socialist.
people fight for is capitalism because we have the right to make our own money. We have the right to do those type of things
Right.
to build our own selves up.
And we can
Whereas
keep our
other
own
countries don't have that right.
Right.
So it's a big difference.
But my point
America
is,
does own businesses in China as well.
I believe.
I don't know
I
about
remember
that.
seeing something with China.
America has
Not the way the
businesses in
Chinese
China.
people
No,
run.
but check this out. We're talking about social media, and I remember
Right.
seeing something about China. The people there are not allowed to have social media. They weren't allowed to have
Right.
Facebook.
And if they,
nothing of
and
that.
if they do
And
have
if
it,
they would get caught.
They're regulated.
They're very
Yeah, they're regulated because if they're looking at it, it's something that's going to teach them how to plan, teach them how to grow,
Right.
teach them how to be somebody versus dancing
Yes.
and
Right.
singing and
TikTok.
acting
Right.
a fool on TikTok. It's going to teach them how to do something.
So
It's
how
not gonna
crazy
teach-
is it that TikTok is a Chinese owned establishment that is extremely popular in
Because-
America, and in China
Their
it's not
algorithm
even
is different.
Yeah, but they just don't. They don't do anything.
they-
They
their
don't do
algorithm is
anything
different.
socially. Anything that has to do with social, anything. You know.
But let me
but
tell you
It's not
something.
allowed. It's not
the
allowed.
one thing I could say about TikTok, I ain't never been this woke in my life. I promise you, the things that I have seen on there, I have never seen on no Instagram. The things that it has
Yeah.
showed me, the things that I have learned, the things that I have gained from it, and it's not even only money wise or spending my money or anything like that. It's the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
never knew about certain things. Oh man, it's really from UFOs. Like what?
Yeah.
Like they out here.
Yeah.
Like what?
But you know what? Okay, so the whole thing is that when it's a government-owned establishment and when it's running off of that network, just like Google does, just like Facebook does, we have advertisements, right? And you'd be like, oh, is my phone listening to me? Like they just pop up, like, oh,
The
how did you know?
algorithm, but
How'd
that's
you-
part of that
Right.
algorithm.
So
they pay
TikTok
attention.
does that as well, but they a little bit more low key with it. Okay. But that's what the government. Okay, Biden just approved this. That's what the government is more concerned with, because if they're using government networks, then China has the ability to tap
There you
into
go.
the
Of course.
type of
I see what you're
research
saying.
that we've done.
I see what you're
course,
saying
yeah.
now. I didn't look at it from that standpoint.
But isn't it like
honestly.
in the workforce anyway? And if they give, you're in their network and everything, usually a lot of stuff is blocked that you cannot be on
No,
a
but
lot
they
of things.
own it. They can inscript it.
Well, TikTok is blocked now. So just go get your own
But there
Wi-Fi.
there
Go get your
hasn't
own.
been any
Pay your phone
solid-
bill.
But you
You
shouldn't
can't
be
use-
using your job
Right, use your
stuff
own
anyway to
phone.
go on TikTok.
Why would you
should
even
not
want to do that anyway?
Yeah.
There also hasn't ever been any solid evidence that China is using this for that. There's no evidence.
I don't know.
It's just our country thinking. And like I said, I don't know why China would want our resources, because we have none.
Okay.
But
Their
didn't
resources
Biden
I don't
pass
know
the
about
law?
that. I don't know about that.
Didn't
We got
Biden
a lot
pass
of
the law?
stuff going on that.
They have a tram that works off of gravity, like this high-tech gravity that can take
I
them
saw
from
that.
one part of the country to the next in
I saw
like an
that.
hour, and it's like goes like 1,100 miles per. I don't know, but I know what it's called. We would never get that.
But look,
Didn't
you
Elon
don't
Musk say
think
he was
we
gonna
have
make that?
beef?
Technology is off the wall.
But we got beef.
Where?
We
Not only
got
that,
beef
know
with
that
China.
New-
We got
the
beef with
US is
Russia.
the
Like-
biggest and the most thriving economy in the world.
Is what?
Period. Full stop.
Is
Do
what?
you-
We have the biggest and the most thriving economy in the world.
Wait, our economy?
Yes.
No,
When?
it is.
When?
And what's so
That's-
funny is I
that's
saw
it.
it on TikTok. It is.
That's
I
the
just
Chinese
saw,
encrypting it now.
No, well, listen, I
'Cause our
saw a
economy
video.
sucks.
No, I saw a video where we were worth like $12.6 trillion.
To who?
Them eggs they keep raising the prices on.
Or to all the
I don't know, but
owe
we
us
worth
money.
it.
Let's be real about it. Like we're different.
Yeah,
Americans are different.
Yeah.
And most of us don't even know how different we are. But other countries do look at us, and half the things that they may think about us, we are completely oblivious to, and that's a problem in itself. But yeah, we're different. We different.
We special.
We are
Special. You know, really
Yeah,
special.
we real special.
We got a lot of rights. We got a lot of privileges. We got a lot of
We
things that
special,
we can
alright.
do that other
Yeah,
people
other
in
countries can't do.
other parts of the world cannot do.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank TikTok for teaching me a lot of stuff.
Hello now.
Yes, yes.
Honestly, I
learned
use
how to
TikTok
do-
for Google. Like instead of Google, I use TikTok. I'd be looking at stuff like, how do
Oh
you
my
do this?
goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google,
Can
yeah.
y'all teach
I
me?
do
don't know nothing
inflammation.
about that.
I learned
seriously.
about inflammation, like to bring my inflammations and stuff down with
Another
turmeric
thing.
and all this.
Yes.
This is very informative, guys. Oil pulling for your teeth.
What's that?
You get coconut oil
Yeah, I seen it.
and you put it in your mouth. You
Send me
swish it
that.
And some
around for like
charcoal?
5-10 minutes, and it will prevent you from going to the dentist and getting all these
Yeah.
cavities,
Oh,
getting all of these this, that. TikTok, I'm sorry.
Can y'all
TikTok,
teach me
I love
that?
that.
Debbie, send me that link.
I surely no, seriously.
I'm
That's
sorry.
where I got the lemons from.
No,
like I'm still.
Oh, I knew about that.
Right.
Because that's
The
something that.
oil pulling.
Yes.
This
in my country,
one
they
creator
did.
said that she
And
did
lemons
it
for the
for
soul?
like a week, and she went to the dentist. The dentist couldn't find nothing wrong with her teeth. For smokers, everybody.
Wow.
Like it's okay.
I need
Y'all
that.
gotta teach me
Thank
how to
you,
use TikTok, because I
TikTok.
don't even know
Okay.
how to do
TikTok
it.
To allow
Thank
these
you,
children
TikTok.
to
I take the
Yeah.
information. I don't take all of that other nonsense. I take the information.
Hey, goodbye, TikTok. Wouldn't want to be you. All right.
I love you.
Check this
I
out.
like TikTok.
Island Finest Jerk. Why pay up to $12 and more for Wendy's, McDonald's, or Burger King combos when you can buy Island Finest Jerk, the meal that will feed you twice? You get more on a plate, more taste, and it's more healthy. It's not a hard choice. It's the kind of meal that sticks to your bones. Support your local eateries. Support your local communities. Island Finest Jerk, the best taste in Roosevelt, New York. If you stop by Island Finest Jerk located in Roosevelt, New York, make sure you tell them the Guru sent you.
Attention everybody in the New York area. Need your hair done exquisitely? That fresh new look with perfectly aligned texture? I'm talking about that glow from top to bottom. Call on the one who slays. Taki slays always. Call for an appointment today. Slots and appointments are being scheduled fast. You know you got events booked and that beauty can't wait. Call 910-644-6070. 910-644-6070. Brooklyn represent and support your local businesses. Taki slays always. I don't know what you talking about, but that looks like a slay to me.
That's
Good
that.
for you, Larsa. Go get your. She getting her groove back.
Okay, girl, get that groove
Listen,
She
back.
getting that
The
groove back
only
with that
thing
young
is-
boy.
Larsa, if that's what makes you happy, then
Be
let
you.
it
That's
make
what
you
I'm
happy
saying, right?
and stop being stop fronting.
Yeah.
Okay? If you wanted to get a booty, just you don't have to lie about it. You want to get a booty.
Be
if you want
about
to
it.
date a younger man that your husband
it.
used to work with his father or whatever, and that's what makes you happy, then just
Do it.
live in your truth.
Amen.
That's it.
So check this out, gurus. A small Tennessee police station has been rocked by allegations of wild sexual misconduct after a married female officer allegedly had steamy romp sex with 6 male officers, including on-duty liaisons. It's been described in some reports as sexual trains being ran on this particular officer. Officer Megan Hall and her fellow law officers allegedly engaged in wild sexcapades that included sex on duty, at parties, the police station, and at officers' private homes. Hall claimed she was in an open marriage and had multiple partners. When the behavior was found out, officers were fired, and a couple of officers were suspended due to their actions.
I guess there wasn't a lot of crime going on.
I want to go back to Darcy on this one. Does the same thing apply here with the woman live your life type of?
No way.
No.
Why not?
Yes, absolutely.
She was
But
living
her
her
and
life.
her husband
She was living
are
her
in an
life.
open relationship.
Wait, with the other men that she slept with, that were
Men.
were they in open
They were
relationships
all
too?
cops.
They were all
Were
cops.
they all married though?
Yes, some of them.
There was no criminal activity going on in Tennessee that they were all screwing each other.
That's crazy.
Right.
Some of their spouses, when they used to go to these hotels and stuff, their spouses used to go too.
Yes.
She was just
wild, man.
But her husband supports her 100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, till this
Which,
day.
guess, hey,
Nah.
I'm all
I wonder
for
if
it.
they just had like NYPD swingers
Yeah,
party.
that's
This is what
It
I
was
want to
Tennessee.
know.
It was in
Oh, what was
Tennessee.
it? Yeah, Tennessee.
It
Tennessee
has
swingers
to
party.
be a small town where
Police
no crime
department.
happens. They gotta. It gotta be.
You have time for that.
Look,
She did
only
the whole
reason-
police department.
Look, you don't know who else was involved.
Live your life.
Like if we know it was 6, who like that's what we
definitely-
know.
Yeah.
But I say that it's not the same thing because and only because as an officer, you swear a duty to the public and you're supposed to be held in high regard.
Facts.
You're supposed to be a response. We're counting on you to be
Facts.
this responsible person and individual and organization that's going to protect us and the public. And you know damn well that as an officer, first of all, there's no fraternizing.
When the freak calls.
Listen,
When the freak
well,
calls.
That's like automatic termination.
It was
Any
on.
type
It was
of
on
job.
the
That's-
walkie.
Type of job,
Sure,
yeah.
Fraternizing is never tolerated in any workforce.
They were
Fraternizing and all that.
Listen.
Still, even if you
with it.
fraternize, you get
What-
fired.
all
They
right,
were,
all right,
they
but
were all with
listen.
it.
That word came up on the last show, fraternizing, right? What is the definition of fraternizing?
Even flirting.
I was about to say it's like something like flirting.
Flirting.
Yeah.
having
like
flirting.
having a
you
relationship
know,
Fraternize at the
with
job.
someone
Oh, you already
that
got it
you
pulled up?
work with.
So I got a question for the gurus, okay? Debbie, I love you.
Okay.
Are you professional?
Yes.
Okay. Savvy. I already know you professional, right?
Yeah, you already know.
Miss Darcy, are you professional? You know you are.
I could get a little freaky on the
You work. You hold a professional life, right? Hi.
Hi.
Do you live a professional life?
I believe so.
I believe I do too. Debbie,
Yes.
do you have sex?
Yes. On the
Savvy.
regular.
Do you have sex?
It's been a while, but yeah.
Darcy, do you have sex?
With my coworkers?
No.
No,
hell
child,
no.
listen. No, I was
Just
gonna
when you,
say,
I
now.
just want to know if you have sex.
That's between me and Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
And you have sex, and I have sex.
I told me earlier I needed sex.
Well, you do. But my whole point is that they're professionals, yes, but they will all. Now, I don't want to agree with them doing it at the station, but if you want to have after parties at these hotels, and you're all responsible adults, you all consented to this.
And if
then-
you're off the clock,
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Then, the more power to you. But when they went on that boat, they brought children, which I don't
Oh.
like. That's what we should be talking
I
about.
didn't know that.
Oh, I was about to say
what
what
about the
now?
boat? What?
They went on a police officer's boat, had
dope.
another party, and some of them brought their children.
Get the heck out of
yeah.
here.
I don't agree with that.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
no.
real quick, fraternizing. Associate or form a friendship with someone, especially when one is not supposed to. That doesn't really say nothing.
It don't.
But when you're hired for certain positions, that's
They use
part
that
of the
word.
contract. When you sign to be hired for certain positions, especially police officers, there is no fraternizing because that can affect your job. And not just the boat
harassment at the
party,
job.
but they did some of these sexual activities while on duty.
That's what I'm saying.
I was
don't
just gonna
agree with
say that.
That's not
I don't
okay.
agree with
That's
that.
not okay.
That's what I said wasn't okay.
I wonder what's going on in
And
HR.
also,
They're like, they might be part of it.
Yeah, they probably did.
I think it's way more.
what was
to
her
it.
name?
Yeah.
Megan, right? Was it Megan?
I don't even know.
Megan Hall was the
Megan
police
Hall.
officer.
Megan
So
Hall.
Megan Hall, and I think there was another police officer named Officer Powell,
Yeah.
and they had relations, and it was everywhere. It was just so much relations that when his wife found out, his wife went on the TV and said he beat the living boop out of
Yeah.
me.
Get out of town.
That's what I don't agree with neither.
Oh no.
Oh, I ain't know about that.
I didn't either.
Get out of town.
His whole marriage got upheaved.
And he's sticking by her.
No,
No,
this is Officer Powell.
Oh, that's another. Oh,
He was considered the one with the biggest whoop whoop.
Oh, okay
What?
now he got labels. Oh,
wait,
okay.
They was labeling
Oh,
him.
all right
Label
now.
him that though.
Miss Hall did, Officer Hall.
Oh yeah.
She's a nympho.
Wow. You know
She
what,
did the
Officer
police,
Hall? I think you done been fired. You could make a lot more money in the porno industry.
I'm
that's
pretty
what
sure
you
that's
like
where
to
he going
do.
now.
Go do you, boo boo, and that look like that's more for you than
Megan, go sign up to OnlyFans.
I'm sure he's
saying.
already done so.
That's what you like.
1-800 call $1 hoe.
Real quick though, like, I mean, I don't think if I mean, you could call it fraternizing, but if one happens to fall in love on a job, you know,
You
and
gotta.
if it's not stated
One.
on that, if two, if
There was like 30 million
I know,
cops.
but in this, not in that situation.
Over
But
exaggerating.
This situation, I'm just for example, why is that? I mean, you know, if it's not stated when you fill out the application for that job and they don't tell you, hey, look, you can't date nobody on the job. And if it's not written anywhere,
But as an officer, as a police officer,
And you
it
don't-
is.
but what if they didn't? What if they wasn't having sex on the job?
But they were.
But they were in the
What are you
precinct.
talking
But
about?
what if they,
They
weren't?
already.
If they weren't and
they
they
were
stayed
I'm
at
pretty
those
sure there's
hotels-
footage. I'm sure there's footage.
No, there is. There was
Right,
footage.
right,
Definitely. They
right,
videotaped all of it. But
right.
if it was at the hotels, off duty, it's 100%
Right. That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Right.
Do what y'all want
right.
to do
TJ
outside.
Holmes was off duty.
It's but still,
That's-
as your profession, when you go into your job, if I'm hiring you and in our contract it states that there is no fraternizing.
Well, I don't think no application says that. I think there's just sexual harassment.
It's
No, when
no,
you
no,
go
no.
through HR,
It's
when you go
employee
through
handbook.
HR,
It's in the employee handbook.
yes.
Because of the type of
Isn't
job that I
employee
have, we
handbook?
work with you know people like that, like it was people like that. Let me tell you something. Y'all already know where I work at.
Did I get my package?
Listen, right? The post office, y'all already know. It's always you're working amongst men and women. You know what I mean? And you're doing packages. You're throwing. Ooh, her booty look nice. So, ooh, he look good.
But that's
Or,
sexual
ooh,
like harassment.
Yeah, that becomes sexual harassment.
But it really
Keep it
does
in your
because
head.
if the other person is not attracted to you and they don't feel like or find that to be, you know, attractive or anything what you're saying, then they can report that
Yeah,
and you can
but-
get in
but
trouble.
even in the
was not the
workforce,
case.
yeah.
But no,
They
no,
was
I know.
all into
no, everybody was in cahoots. No, we
Yeah.
get that. We get that. We get that. Shorty had a clan going.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole
you know,
force.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't that, and
full force.
people happen to fall in love on the job, I mean, is the job gonna fire them or is?
But that's,
you can't do it on a job.
Like,
you can't
it
do
doesn't
it
matter.
on the
Like,
job.
it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. No matter what, if they end up falling in love outside the job, okay, who cares? They go into hotel rooms. Who cares? They don't know that. But if you're on the job,
job.
what you're doing,
And y'all kissing
and
and
you're
stuff
a
in the
police
hallway.
officer trying to protect us, like you know, like she was saying and everything like that, like do your job and don't even like you know make sure you separate those two.
she was doing on MTV, girl.
I was singing on MTV actually.
Yes.
Acapella, dare I say it. I
Hey.
know what's coming. I watched the Lady Guru show.
Michael Jordan's son Marcus and Scottie Pippen's ex-wife are dating. With Michael Jordan being the most famous athlete in the world, with that fame came a legacy that included Scottie Pippen and rings, national, world spotlight. Is it a sign of adulting when one doesn't engage in romantic relationships because of other people that it could affect or that it could hurt?
When one doesn't engage?
Yeah, when one doesn't engage. So in other words, obviously everybody knows that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan won 6 rings together. They won titles. Larsa Pippen was married to Scottie Pippen, and now she's dating Michael Jordan's son.
So, which is an 18-year difference. So, basically, they do have, 18-year difference. When a woman does it, right, go out with a younger man, it's never a problem. But when it's the other way around, then, it's a sugar daddy label and stuff. So does it become when older women date younger men, do they have mommy issues? So their thing, everyone has a preference, and love is love. If that's what they want to do, they're not the first to do it. You look at Celine Dion and her husband. They had a 26 age year gap difference. We look at the difference right now when an older woman dates a younger guy, it's usually not a problem. But when it's the other way around and it's a man dating a young girl, then, there are sugar daddies, we're labeled as gold diggers and all type of things like that. So when it comes the other way around, even though it's an 18-year age difference there, with her even dating Michael Jordan's son, but they're not the first. Love is there,
But so here's the difference, though. So Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, when Larsa married Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were on the same Chicago Bulls team.
Yes.
Okay, this was back in the day, and his son was like 6 or 7 years old. So she claims that she does not, they didn't have that type of relationship with the family to where, I know the little boy, the little boy,
They probably
right?
wasn't-
'Cause she was 21, and he was 6 or 7, right? But, and her husband and his father are on the same team, right? So now, let's fast forward to now, and the 18-year age gap. And not just the 18-year age gap, but also the fact that you still claim that your ex-husband, Scottie Pippen, is your best friend. You still
Till
love
this
him.
day?
Well,
Yes.
they were together how many
They're-
years?
24.
Yes.
All
All right,
so
and that's fine.
I wonder what his comments are on how he feel about
Yeah.
that.
That's a good question. That's a good question. But here, this is with Larsa. This is the thing, Larsa. Okay? Because you were, I get trying to keep things private, a little private, right? So you're in the spotlight and you don't want everything to be public. I get that part, right? But at the same time, you are so controversial.
But what about, okay, wait. Hold on. What about that
Yeah.
issue that happened? Okay, even though there's no
Right.
gap
It was something
difference,
prior.
age gap difference, but the thing with April, when she slept with, was it Marion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then she goes sleep
Tay
with
Diggs?
the
Oh, no, the other member.
other member. And they
Lil
used to be on
Fizz.
Little
Lil
Fizz.
Fizz.
So remember that situation there. It's like almost the same thing because they grew up together, all of
Same
them.
boy band.
Yeah.
Okay, for a woman, is it a woman or a man difference though? It doesn't matter if it's a
situation.
woman or if it's a man.
Does the woman become
where,
a whore?
right?
She gets
Right.
labeled.
Always. That's just how society has it now.
And it's also just a situation. Tomato.
But I'm saying
but for the regular person, we look at it that way. But then for the way how the world has now shifted, and now the world is now, I want to think this way, and I want to be freer you know,
they should.
Right? No, that's fine.
As
but
they should.
once again, you can't really, you know, say certain things now. You gotta.
But you know what? I kind of feel though like it's shifting a little bit towards women's favor and in a little way.
Yeah.
Right. I don't feel like all right. Back in the day, you know, you a hoe, you a slut, you doing this, you doing that, or whatever. And whereas if a man did it, it's whatever. I feel like it's changing a little bit, and I kind of you know when it comes to like females in hip hop and what they rap about and all of
Especially
that. I think we could owe them a little credit when it comes to that, because you know what? At the end of the day, everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
But
Could I say that I understand what Darcy is talking about it shifting. However, I feel like there is some men, because of that shift, is backing off. Like, in other words, you know, for some men feel like if a woman has been, let me just make up any type of number. If a woman has been with 10 men, I know men that will be like, nah, son, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Even 5.
It's different. Everyone's different.
And not only that, but some people don't know your business. You don't have to put it out there like that. So, but I'm confused. I thought we was talking about Larsa.
I mean, it kind of go hand to hand, don't
I mean,
it?
no, actually it doesn't, because Larsa to me, and I'm going to keep it real, okay? It's called keeping it in the family, okay? When I say keep it in the family, I remember a statement that she made that, you know, she's not all about fame and riches and diamonds and jewels and whatever the case may be, because she lived a good life with Pippen. But she said there has to be some boxes filled in. Well, what are those boxes? Well, let me tell you what those boxes are. Tristan, wasn't that Chloe's?
Tristan Thompson.
yeah, they was messing around
What
before
was he?
Chloe.
What was he?
Basketball player.
Oh. Then there was Malik. Malik played for the, Jazz maybe, I believe. And then now there's Jordan.
So okay.
So she's keeping it.
No, I think it was somebody else
in the
too.
family.
Listen, listen. So she said that, but this is why I said she is contradictory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? Because she also said that when she married Scottie Pippen, there were things, like you said, were checked off, right?
Yeah.
He had a good body. He made money.
And she didn't
He
know
was
that.
supporting the family. It was all these superficial things that were checked off that she was like, where am I going to find this in another man? And look at the other men that she goes to, right? Not saying that you can
They're all
go from
similar.
here to here.
They're all similar.
That's another story. But it's the contradictory, like,
And the
are you
similarity in the men she's going to.
right? What are you looking
And
for?
here's the other
Probably a nympho.
Probably to have fun.
Yeah, you know.
No. She was with Pippen for a long time.
Yeah, so she's
But
having
so
fun
now
now.
she's having fun
No,
now.
but when you
You
look
know?
back, the controversy again with her is how many times did she file for the divorce? 3.
Oh.
Okay, so she wasn't
So-
happy, right?
Exactly, but she
wasn't
said
happy.
it was happy. So which one is it?
But she came back. She came
Which
back
one is it, Larsa?
and tried to clear up her situation
That's what I'm saying,
and
yeah.
say that it was not all her, that he did his wrong, and not everybody knows the story. We don't know what goes on behind everybody's. Like,
I always
everybody
tell
has
y'all that.
problems, right?
Yep.
And so do we judge a woman? Do we judge a like?
I'm judging her based off her controversy. You know, the way she
Pick a
says things,
side.
but it's like actions speak louder than words. You seem to have the same type of pattern,
That's what she's
but
into.
you're saying that you're not like that.
Right.
I think
The
Larsa needs to like really
That's like when she had the
basketball wives.
That's when she came out with the
That's what she
pictures
is.
with the booty. She had a new booty. Remember, she had a new booty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Brand
she
new
had a new
booty.
booty, and she said that she just worked out for it.
Yo,
She needed more
Well, they all say
attention.
that.
Okay.
that just in front of
needed more
millions of
attention.
people like that, man.
I don't
You
know.
know, when that hits the blogs and that hits, you know, all of these different outlets, how is that gonna look?
Terrible.
I mean, you're dating this man's son. How does it look, ladies?
She has
watched
no,
them grow up.
well, she has no respect and morals right there. You have no morals because you have no morals in as being a woman and not respecting yourself.
And
So
then at the same time, though, like, is it that you could look at it that way.
would you do that? Would any of you ladies do
No.
that?
No.
So because you
Or
have
even if,
self-respect.
what is it that you have in common? Even if you want to say, okay, we're hanging out and we're doing this, anybody can go to the club, anybody can go to a casino, anybody can go to, shopping.
Right.
But what is it that you really have in common with
Right.
this person to even, like, just talking to somebody for a certain amount of time will make you just be like, I can't talk to this person no more.
Yeah.
Like they're
Especially
they're
with
mentally not
Yes.
there. Like they haven't gotten to the level where I am. So I don't want to talk to this person. You're not intellectually there yet.
But then
Like-
that kind of segues into what we're going to talk about next. But as far as is she just like what they said, is she just having fun? She's a 40-something-year-old woman. She's been in a marriage that she wasn't happy with
And
for
that's what I
however
chopped it
long.
up to.
For 20, I don't know however long she wasn't happy, but she was in that marriage for 20-something years. Maybe, I feel like people need to experience life. Not everybody does, but, some people were raised with certain morals, values, or whatever they call them, boundaries. And maybe she's just having fun or whatever. But at the same time, like, sometimes do you just fall in love with who you fall in love with? Could they possibly like really feel something for each other?
Yes,
Of
yes.
course.
The thing that I
there's a
always
I
say.
don't know. That's
thing
mommy issues for me.
No, but look at Celine Dion and her husband. They were a 26-year gap difference. So there was love there.
But Michael
But I feel
Jordan's
like it's
son-
weird, though. I feel like that situation was kind of creepy and
It
weird
is.
because he knew her since she was like
Yep.
12,
Yeah,
13.
that's what I'm saying.
And then, I don't know,
Weird,
just
that's weird.
And it's
Predatory.
predatory,
It's not
yeah.
only Michael Jordan's son. It's all basketball players.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's not, 'cause you
it's
got-
half
I'm talking
of the world.
No, I'm talking about, I'm talking about with her. If you see
That's her
the-
preference.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's her
but
preference.
if it didn't work with the first basketball
Don't
player,
go back.
Savvy.
Don't go
Am
back.
am
I don't know if I
bugging?
dated somebody and
marriages
feel that I want to go
last.
back. I want to go back.
Some
If it
don't.
didn't work with the
Look,
first
which
basketball
let
player,
me
don't think
ask
it's
you
gonna work
something though.
with the other one who's
And they
like
all talk to each other
6
too.
years old. They're all family.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all family.
Yeah, that's
Pippen and Jordan played ball together, won championships with the Bulls.
But at the same time, we don't know how they. We don't really know what's going on. Like we don't know what's
Right.
really said, which is like that's the one thing that we're kind of like, huh? But from the outside perspective, it's very weird. I don't know.
Need a match for those shoes? Go to the people of Lotto University, where the culture is first. Jeans, hats, pants, sweatshirts, sweatpants. Ladies, you need those shoes. They are located at Roosevelt Field Mall and Green Acres Mall. That's 630 Old Country Road, Garden City, New York, 11530. And at 2034 Green Acres Road, Sunrise Highway, Valley Stream, New York, 11581. Yeah, get to it. Yeah, put the culture first.
Leave the freaking salmon alone and
Salmon.
I love salmon.
Ban you salmon.
I like salmon.
I need America to tell me in your state if you could find grapes with seeds.
They do
Send
have
me
them,
some.
though. You want to come to Long Island? We got some. Yeah.
Oh, they're definitely not in the
I go to
Bronx
Trader
or
Joe's. They be
Queens or-
having grapes with seeds in them.
Yeah.
All right,
But you know,
everybody.
they don't have Trader Joe's in the hoods.
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody.
exotic.
Can I close the show?
No.
Oh, you're so funny, man.
So you can close it like this. Good night, guys.
All right, everybody. If you're out there, please like, share, comment. It's been a good show. Hey, Gurus, this is the Lady Guru Show. And we are out of here.